Hey, what's up guys, Ali here, welcome to Solid Trade. So I want to talk about today's trade. MOXC worked out beautifully and I called it, said that I'm buying here at support, literally said that buying here at support right here. And as soon as it came down right here and it immediately bounced like this. So I literally caught the bottom and then started to take profits along the way. And I'm going to talk about, it was pretty much actually like it was $600 trade in like just 2 minutes. So it was really quick. And it was just a perfect play, and I want to talk about why, because some of you guys didn't really get it, like why I would actually buy here and why would it actually bounce. Well, there are multiple reasons, and I'm going to discuss this so that you can actually catch it by yourself. Okay, so let's look in the trade. So the number one reason was that first, MOXC was part of the watch list. So right here, this is a daily chart. So on the daily chart, notice here it had a really nice clean breakout right here. Okay, and it's been going crazy in the last so notice here, since the breakout with the huge volume here, right, it's been uptrending. So I know already that MOXC is in play. So since MOXC is in play, is in my watch, I'm going to be looking for a play. Now what happened was in the morning, if you guys know, I don't really touch stocks right in the morning, and it was really choppy, you know, up and down. However, it did form a base right here. Okay, once it started to form a base, I was actually looking for it, but it actually went crazy. This was just like a normal trend break setup right here, and then we could have ended right here. However, I missed this because this was during lunchtime and it just went nuts during lunchtime. So I don't really trade during lunchtime. Okay, however, once it actually went crazy or went up huge, it came into my radar, and that's when I alerted in the chat, hey guys, watch MOXC. Now when a trade goes like this, you don't chase. Like what if I had chased and bought it up here? Okay, I wouldn't have not made any money, probably would have lost money and got freaked out and actually sold here or something. But even if I had actually bought right here, what would have happened? It wouldn't really, because it really didn't even go anywhere, right? And my risk to reward will be all screwed up. So what you need to do is you need to wait and look for a clean setup. So a clean setup, so that's what I did. So I was like, okay, let me look into clean setup. So what I did first, I found support and resistance. So I noticed here, I've made tons of videos on support resistance, have a complete course on it as well. So notice here how this is the area where it broke clean resistance right here, and the stock went crazy, right? So look, where did it come back down to? Right here, the same area. As soon as I noticed this, that's why I had this support line drawn. But not just that, this was also a 15-minute moving average. That is why I said I'm going to be looking for a 15-minute moving average in the alerts. So 15-minute, if you look at the 15-minute chart right here, so this is the 15-minute chart. So this was this area. So stock went up and it started to come back down to the 15-minute moving average, right? So I want this 15-minute moving average to hold. So let's go back here. So this is support. So there are two things. There's support here, at the same time there's 15 moving average also aligning at the same time right here. That's why I expected the bounce to happen. Now it could have easily gone down here as well. So what I wanted to see was, once it comes down, I wanted to see immediately come back up. That will give me confidence that, hey, you know what, there is support here, 15-minute moving average as well, holding as well, and now I'm gonna look for a push. And that's exactly what happened. So let's say if it didn't happen, if it had like failed and, you know, does something like this, I would have taken a loss. I would have just taken a loss here. Okay, like if it doesn't hold, you know, instead of doing this, it came down and started doing this, you know, like started to going down, couldn't do it, I would just cut it because there's clearly no buyers. However, notice here, which I also said in the chat, why I'm taking this trade was because when the stock was going up, there was huge volume. But when the stock was coming down, look at the volume, completely down. Lower volume than the volume when it was going up. What that means is that when the stock was going up, there were lots of people, buyers interested. But when the stock was going down, sellers or buyers who bought the stock, they were not interested in buying the stock anymore or selling the stock. They thought the stock was going to go up. That's why they're not selling, right? That is why it gave me even more confession. Hey, you know what? Even gave me more confidence and be like, okay, you know, people are not selling because they think it's gonna go up. That's what. And then notice what happened here. As soon as it starts to push up, you know, more volume start to pour in. So that makes me think, okay, you know what? Buyers are still in control. And that was the trade. So as soon as it started to go up, I started to take profits. You know, I entered around this area, took profits, and then I held the final piece. I was thinking, okay, maybe it could hit 25, right? It could hit $24, $25. But however, notice how it broke out. So what happened here is this. So notice how it broke out here. Okay, so it has a breakout right here. But so it went up, but then it failed, and it failed the breakout, and then it couldn't come back and fail. So once it did, I exited my final position. And that was a trade, and that's what the whole trade was about. It was about simple understanding some demand and supply zones, understanding psychology. Okay, understand psychology, where the people would be getting in and where people will be getting out, and then based on that, understand risk management at the same time, so that you want to get good price. So that if you're wrong, the whole time I was thinking, hey, if I'm wrong, what am I gonna do? That's what I was thinking. Because if I had got in here, I wouldn't be thinking what if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, it could have come down all the way down here, right? And that means my risk will be way bigger than my reward. So I'm always thinking what my risk is, and then if I find good risk to reward, if the risk and reward is in my favor, then I will look for an entry. All right, guys, and that's how you're able to have small losses and bigger profits. So I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you